Hello, and welcome to another power-packed Phillips podcast. It's that time again, boys and girls. Please grab your spiral that you take your notes in. We're going to do lesson 1.7 today and continue talking about functions, more specifically on how to graph functions. So grab your spiral, and speaking of spirals, what a beautiful spiral that is. Alrighty guys, if you would write in your spiral, lesson 1.7, functions as graphs. Oh wait, hold on, what is that? Sorry, that train just came out of nowhere. We had to wait for it to pass. You guys are so weird. Anyway, we can use a graph to represent a function. And more specifically, we can use ordered pairs to make our graph to show a function. So for example, take a look at the picture here. You do not have to write it down, but just watch. If you have an input-output or function table, nice vocabulary, bears. 1 and 2 here in yellow make an ordered pair. So I go over 1 and up 2. 2 and 3 make an ordered pair. So I have 2 comma 3. I start at my origin. Nice. Bears. I go right 2 and up 3. This is 2 comma 3. Then I have the ordered pair 4, 5, 4 comma 5. Start at the origin, go right 4 and up 5. Notice that yes, this is a function because my domain, nice vocabulary, bears. My domain or my x's do not repeat. I do not look at my range, nice vocabulary, bears. My domain does not repeat, so yes, this is a function. BRB. Alrighty guys, we are going to graph a function in today's podcast. So if you would, please draw your input-output function table, either sideways like I have here, or you may do a T-chart with your domain and range, nice, bears. You may draw your input-output table like this. Pick one and draw it, please. While you're doing it, I will get rid of those. All right, if you would, take a look. They asked us to graph this function, y equals 1/2 x, with a domain of 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So since they gave me the domain, I'm going to put 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8 for my x. So I'm going to write 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 right here. And you can do that on your paper as I'm doing it, please. Now, just like we did on the backboard the other day, you are going to find what the range is, or the y. Range. Bears. So, write your equation, y equals 1/2 x. Or, very good, nice job, you're paying attention. You could write y equals 0.5x, like 50 cents, whichever way is easiest for you. Now these are touching each other, so that means multiplication, so I'm going to put a dot. I'm going to substitute, plug and chug, take out my x, and I am going to put in 0. Well, I could multiply it out, but I'm just going to say, what is half of 0? Half of nothing is, you got it, nothing. So put a 0 here. Now I'm just going to continue to do that with all my other values for my domain. Bears. Now I'm going to put in a 2. So I'm going to take this out and put in a 2. I could make it a fraction and do top times top, bottom times bottom. Multiplying fractions ain't a problem. Or I could just say, what is half of 2? Half of 2 is 1. Now you should be able to see the pattern. I'm going to do half of 4. I'm going to do half of 6. And I'm going to do half of 8. If you want to take your calculator and do 0.5 times 2, 0.5 times 4, blah, 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 you would still get the same range. Now that I have completed my input-output table, make sure it's on your paper, I'm going to put these together and make ordered pairs. So this would be 0, 0. So on your paper, please write the ordered pair 0, 0. This would make the ordered pair 2, 1. 2 comes first, then the 1. So I'm just making ordered pairs, and I would continue making ordered pairs all the way across. 4, 2, 6, 3, blah, 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 blah. So you should have all the ordered pairs written on your paper. 0, 0, 2, 1, 4, 2, 6, 3, 8, 4. Wait a second, Mr. Phillips. Where'd you get all these numbers from again? Well, I'm not that smart to make them up. I just took them from the input-output table. Okay, now I'm going to ask that you grab a piece of graph paper, and since I did not tell you to bring it in yet, my bad, MB, I will provide you with a piece of graph paper. You're going to take a piece of graph paper and staple it or tape it into your spiral. So go ahead and do that now. Tape it or staple it into your spiral while I'm getting rid of this. Now, you are simply going to draw yourself a grid. And since we have all positive numbers, we'll just make our grid in the shape of an L. Later on in the year, you will make your grid look like that. You've done those before with the negatives over here. But for now, just make yourself an L. You can either number them by ones. Your interval, what are you counting by? Nice. Bears. Or you can just skip a line and count by 2's, an interval of 2's. Nice vocab, interval. Bears. Now you're just going to plot your points. 0, 0. Bada bing, bada boom, put a dot. Now you're going to plot 2, 1. Go right 2 and up 1. Put a dot. Plot the ordered pair 4, 2. Go right 4, up 2. Right 4, up 2. Plot the last 2 ordered pairs. Right 6, up 3. Bada bing, bada boom. Right 8, up 4. Okay. Now you have graphed the function. So, quick review. First thing you're going to do is make an input-output table. The first thing you're going to do is make an input-output table, and we solved it for our range. So make a table, solve it, then simply plot the points. Excuse me, go away, thank you. Just plot the points. And that's all there is to it, guys. Alrighty. Keep in mind, there are several ways to represent a function. We can represent it in words. We can use an equation to represent a function. We can represent a table, or we can represent it as a graph. So if you look back here, I represented it as an equation. Here I represent the function as an input-output table. Here I represent the function as a graph. Lots of different ways for the Cubs to lose. Lots of different ways for you to represent a function. All right, as always, you can view a copy of this podcast in Blackboard and YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, memorize this BRIANJP72. And if you haven't subscribed yet, shame on you. Because you know what? I think there's going to be a little party in my house this weekend. because I'm up to, yeah, you got it, baby, double digits in subscribers. I have filled up all the fingers, and now I'm going to start counting on my toes. And if you're not on that list, get there. See ya. You got it. Would wanna be ya.